Welcome back to Sudang Gaming Channel. This is a channel specializing in instructions on how to build characters, playing styles as well as instructions on all types of games. If you are a Vietnamese, please visit the link in the description to go to the 100% Vietnamese Sudang Gaming VN channel made by myself. Thanks for your support. Grace of Nuwa is considered one of the top Grace in the DLC 1 version, and currently, in DLC 2, Grace of Nuwa is still a quite powerful and popular set, especially when participating in the 1000 miles. In today's video, I will introduce to you a build that is quite easy to play. Just press the button to use the martial art and at the same time enjoy the super powerful healing ability from Grace of Nuwa. In this build, I use 5 pieces of Grace of Nuwa combined with 1 piece of set bonus requirement mitigation. In addition, to optimize this build you can also combine 1 piece of Grace of Gong Gong or 1 piece of Grace of Ling Bao Tians on the pure one. This choice is completely depends on the amount of equipment you own. First, we will talk about the playstyle of this build. Grace of Nuwa. There are 3 important effects that we need to pay attention to. The third effect is the ability to restore 16 HP when deflect successfully. The fourth effect is not taking damage when guarding attacks from monsters. The fifth effect is the most important point and is also the reason why Grace of Nuwa became meta. Nuwa mended the heavens. This effect helps you restore a percentage of your health, about 15% to 25% of the damage dealt. In particular, when you perform Falta Strike, you will recover almost all your health. Therefore, with Grace of Nuwa, we will focus on 2 main goals. The first increases damage to spirits to quickly put monsters and bosses into a collapsed state, helping us perform Falta Strike and heal quickly. The second increases HP damage dealt to heal more, including when using normal attacks, using martial art and Falta Strike. In this gameplay, we will use the second method, which is using DPS martial art, damage dealt continuously over a period of time. Specifically here, we will focus on using the martial art Thorn Cleave of the Tiger Fang dual Halberds weapon. First, let's look at the Tiger Fang dual Halberds weapon for a bit. With 3 main scales, fire, earth, and wood, respectively, and most importantly, this weapon possesses a martial art that is very suitable for this build. Thorn Cleave. Martial art Thorn Cleave allows you to hold down the skill button to perform a long combo chain until the spirit is consumed, and at the same time if you perform Thorn Cleave while having high spirit, right spirit bar, you will be immune, does not staggered with normal boss attacks. When combined with Grace of Nuwa, you will continuously restore health. First, Tiger Fang dual Halberds earth scale means that when you raise the earth stat, you have the ability to wear heavy armor to increase defense, in addition to choosing the premium effect damage received to reduce damage when attacked by monsters. Combining these 2 things will help you be very strong. Next is the fire scale of Tiger Fang dual Halberds, so raising the fire stat will help you store high spirit when performing normal attacks and keeps you in a state of high spirit when using Thorn Cleave. Finally, the wood scale of Tiger Fang dual Halberds, when raising the wood stat, will help you have more health and most importantly increase the spirit defense. This is important because when using Thorn Cleave, it will be very difficult for you to choose time for stopping to avoid being attacked by the boss, so when attacked, you will easily fall into winded due to running out of spirit gauge. At this time if you are attacked by the boss, you will lose a lot of health, but if the spirit defense is high, the amount of damage caused when you are winded will be very low. So this is also an important indicator of this build. The playstyle of this build will be as follows. You can deflect attacks to accumulate high spirit or attack normally to get high spirit, then immediately use Thorn Cleave and maintain until the spirit runs out. Thanks to the abundant defense and healing from Grace of Nuwa, it will be very difficult for you to die and just swipe forward and the boss will die. To increase the effectiveness of this build, you can also use other martial arts such as Vine's Grasp or Bamboo Serve. These are typical combos. Attack normally, watch your distance and use Vine's Grasp to pull the boss towards you, then use Thorn Cleave. Or you can use Bamboo Serve to stun, attack normally and perform Thorn Cleave. Now, we will move on to the showcase so you can better understand how this build works and don't miss the important part, which is the instructions for raising stat and choosing effects on equipment in the later part of the video.
I trust you are prepared. Then let us cross blades! There is such strength in your blows. I commend you, but I will not yield. refuse to give up. You're strong. I'll give you that much. I'm being overpowered. I must strike back. My shame shall be felt for generations if I am brought to knee here.
And now the stat raising instructions. Earth Virtue Points. This point depends on the weight of the equipment you are using. Raise the Earth Virtue until the equipment's weight is below 30% and reach Agility A. This helps you avoid spirit penalties when using martial art and also increases the weapon's attack stat. Fire Points. This point helps you store high spirit to take advantage of it effectively when using the martial art Thorn Cleave, while also reducing the amount of spirit consumed when using martial arts and increasing the attack of the weapon. Please raise at least 80 points. Wood Points. Increasing your health and spirit defense helps you avoid dying while in winded. Additionally, this also increases the weapon's attack stat. Personally, I should raise 150 points, but you can adjust according to your personal playing style. Metal Points. You can raise 30 points. This is the optimal soft cap to take advantage of the spirit reduction effect when using magic spell. However, if you want, you can also not increase the stat. Water Points. No need to raise any points. Remember that these scores can be adjusted depending on your playing style and personal preferences. This video only gives suggestions for your reference. It is not necessary to follow my instructions exactly. Good luck in building and tweaking your build. Below is a guide to choosing effects on your equipment. Main weapons. 2 priority premium effect lines as follows. Melee attack power. Increases weapon attack and also increases the damage of the Thorn Cleave martial art. Martial arts damage. Increases the damage of the Thorn Cleave. Spirit vulnerability on enemy upon martial art debuff effect. Causes spirit vulnerability debuff effect. This effect reduces the monster's maximum spirit every time you successfully perform a martial art. However, if you use One Piece Grace of Lingbaotians on the Pure One, you can choose the power gain buff effect. In this video, because I use One Piece Grace of Gong Gong, I choose the spirit vulnerability debuff effect. Second weapon and second ranged weapon, you can use it as you like, as long as you make sure you have enough Grace of Nuwa equipment pieces for this build. Note that all special effects of these 2 items will not be counted, unless you use them in place of your main weapon and main ranged weapon. For main range weapons, I use Spirit Damage, to increase spirit damage, making the boss quickly fall into winded. Damage received reduces damage received. For example, without this effect, you lose 500 health when hit by a boss, but if you have 10% damage received, you only lose 450 health. Spirit Defense reduces damage when you run out of spirit gauge and fall into winded. Lightning attack power. Here I use the lightning weapon spell to apply it to the weapon, so I use this effect to increase the amount of lightning damage caused. In case you use another spell, you can change it accordingly. With the helmet equipment, I use the debuff power drop effect to reduce the monster's attack power, helping us die less. For armor, we should choose the extend spirit disruption duration effect to extend the duration when the boss in winded. For arms, we should choose the debuff damage amplification effect when successful in deflect red skills. Because the damage amplification effect, in addition to making monsters receive more damage, also helps monsters increase attack, causing this effect is like a double-edged sword, so I only use it when successfully deflecting the red skill because this will help us reduce the chance of being attacked by monsters. For legs, you can use positive effect duration to increase the buff time to benefit yourself. For accessories, focus on the attack power effect. If you don't have it, you can prioritize using martial arts damage or damage dealt. In case you don't have both, you can choose jewelry that has power gain or damage reduction effects when healed. For Divine Beast selection, using Felion, Spirit Damage effect, increases spirit damage, helping to make the boss quickly fall into winded. HP restoration from melee attack, helps increase self-healing ability when using Thorn Cleave. If you own accessories with the premium effect HP restoration from melee attack AA, you can switch to using the Divine Beast ZZ to get the martial art damage effect. Increases damage of Thorn Cleave martial art and reduces the amount of spirit consumed when using the martial art, helping you maintain spirit longer. The final part of this build involves using spells. Devouring Flame, used to connect combos and create continuous attack chains, increasing damage to monsters. Lightning Weapon, used to apply lightning to weapons, increasing lightning damage. Next, is the Absorb Vitality spell. This spell helps us some health when dealing damage to monsters. This is a good buff for this build. Amplify Damage, similar to the damage amplification effect, this spell buffs yourself, increasing damage by about 20 to 25%. However, you will also receive more damage from the boss. A wise strategy is to wait until the boss winded, then activate Amplify Damage and use Falta Strike to take advantage of the increased damage without taking too much damage from the boss. In skill group number 2, I just replaced Lightning Weapon with Flame Weapon to use in case of encountering a boss with high lightning resistance. Hopefully these spells will help you maximize your build's performance and deliver powerful attacks when facing monsters in the game. This video ends here, and I am Sudang Gaming, wishing you luck and success in your Wolong adventures. And don't forget to click the like and subscribe button to help me motivate to make the following videos better and more attractive. Goodbye and see you in the next video.